Ipinanganak na putol ang isang kamay at lumaking umaasa ng milagro para sa kanyang kapansanan. Narito ang kwento ni Joshua.
So basically, I was born with only one hand, as you can see, and that was pretty hard growing up, especially because I grew up in a Christian home where we did believe that God can heal.
Lumaki si Joshua sa Amerika. Noong kabataan niya, naging tampulan siya ng panunukso dahil sa kapansanan niya. Ito ay nagdulot ng habag sa sarili.
And I really struggled when I was growing up. I was teased as a kid. Sometimes kids could be pretty cruel, and I'd always pray every day, hoping to wake up. I'd wake up just looking to see if I have two hands. And so that was something that I've always struggled with. I was very insecure.
Sa kabila nito, hindi naging balakid ang kapansanan ni Joshua sa plano ng Diyos sa kanyang buhay.
I started preaching in my late teen years. And so because I got serious with the Lord when I was about 17, and I didn't preach at a pulpit yet, but I was already sharing my faith during that time when I was 17 years old.
Batid niya na si Jesus din ang makapagbibigay kagalingan sa kanyang kapansanan. Kaya't nang siya ay maimbitahan sa Healing Crusade, di siya nagdalawang isip na pumunta.
I told all my friends at school that I'm going to come back with two hands. That's how much I really believe. And I went to this crusade just crying out to God and really asking God to heal me. And then I didn't get healed. And it really discouraged me.
Dahil dito, ay tinalikuran ni Joshua ang paniniwala sa mga milagrong nanggagaling kay Jesus.
Because I had a lot of pain in my heart, I wasn't angry towards God. I was more saddened because I'm just like, okay, maybe God just doesn't do these things today. So I kind of just dealt with it. But I was really trying not to preach against healing. To me, I needed more evidence than that. And plus, I had my own lack of healing too as well.
Sa loob ng 8 taon ay dala ni Joshua sa kanyang puso ang hinanakit sa Panginoon. Sa mga panahong ding yun ay nagkaroon siya ng isang malalang karamdaman.
I suffered from something called a herniated disc. And so basically the disc in my back was bulging out and it started to affect my nerves where basically you have pain from the back to your legs, to your buttocks, and actually radiates to your feet and to your toes. So, because it hits a nerve, and so I've never experienced that before in my entire life, and so my body was hurting pretty bad.
Dahil sa ganitong kalagayan ni Joshua, ay muling tinawag niya ang Panginoon para siya ipagalingin.
Because for the first time in 8 years, I broke down crying, and my desire to be healed came back. And I said, Lord, if you're really doing these things, show me. And just from that point on, I started praying for the sick. And I started to see results. And every single person we started to pray for, they started feeling heat on their body, electricity, and they would get healed too.
Sa pagkakataong ito ay ipinagkaloob ng Diyos ang kanyang kahilingan. Gumaling ang kanyang naging karamdaman.
It just disappeared one day. And I was on medication for a while. And my GERD, it was pretty bad. Even the doctor said it's pretty bad. But it eventually disappeared. And it's healed now.
Muling ipinagpatuloy ni Joshua ang nakagisnang pagtuturo sa mga tao tungkol sa Panginoon. Di nagtagal ay nangusap sa kanya ang Panginoon tungkol sa isang bagong misyon sa kanyang buhay.
There was a burden on my heart for Filipinos. But at one point I just had this really heavy burden to come, and I was telling my family that are you sure? It's a different lifestyle there, you have a lot here in the States. But I said, I'm going to give it a shot. And so I went to the Philippines in 2008, and I spoke around the Philippines, and I had no clue. It didn't even cross my mind that I'll be coming back anytime soon.
Ngayon, halos 1 taon nang naninirahan sa Pilipinas si Joshua. Dito ay patuloy niyang inihahayag na si Jesus ay tunay na nagbibigay kagalingan at himala sa buhay ng mga tao.
All things can work together for the good, and that's why because I've had these struggles in my life, now I could turn it around for the good, and I have a heart to heal the sick. So the devil messed with the wrong guy. It's he meant it for evil, but now now when I see sick people that are being tormented or afflicted by disease, my heart goes out to them. And so that's how I see how God used it together for the good.
Para kay Joshua, patuloy siyang maniniwala na si Jesus din ang magbibigay ng himala sa kagalingan ng kanyang mga kamay.
I'm waiting to see a hand healed. I've never seen something like this healed ever in my life. But I said, Lord, I would like to see this in my lifetime. If God says that we're able to do greater things, if God said that we're able to do greater things, like heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, and raise the dead, I don't know what greater means, but if we could do greater, we should at least be able to do similar. And so I would love to see people with missing arms, missing legs, get healed. Because I could relate to that, you know. And so and I'm even asking God for more, that we can see even more, because I know that's God's heart.
Magandang challenge yung inaano ni Joshua kay Lord, ano? Because he's right that I also have never seen his creative or recreative
recreation,
miracle.
from God. But actually, it has happened. There are many stories I've read documented that God actually performed a recreative miracle. There was a crusade before when a kid was being carried by the mother to this evangelist, and when the evangelist asked the mother what's wrong with him, and the mother put his hand on his hips. Imagine he could press his hips. Ibig sabihin, wala siyang hip bone. And the evangelist, was just startled. You're asking to recreate. You know what the mother told the evangelist? He said, "You just pray to God, I will believe for you, because I'm his mom." And God performed the miracle. I mean, really, what are you going to believe God for? Kasi He's sovereign, no? But may mga times siguro, like
in Joshua's case,
di ba? He went to that crusade. Gusto niya, Lord, recreate my hand. And he believed so hard, and yun nga, he was disappointed.
Hindi sinagot ng Panginoon.
Hindi sinagot ng Panginoon. Pero I believe also, if the miracle will fit perfectly in God's plan, whole plan, no? Talagang gagawin niya ito. Bakit hindi? Anong mawawala sa Panginoon? In fact, wala. He will bring joy to that person's life. But just like Paul, the Apostle Paul, who pleaded with God, please take this thorn away from me. Please, hindi ko na kaya. No, sabi niya, no,
and
my
it was
grace.
It was a physical ailment that was ailing Paul. No?
Sabi niya, my grace is so I will increase my grace into your life.
So minsan ginagamit ng Panginoon yung mga sakit sa buhay, kahit na yung sakit, ginagamit niya to teach us something, to maybe even to teach us compassion, tulad ng nangyari ni kay Joshua. No?
Look at him now. God is using him as an instrument of healing. And he goes around healing people. You know, he has the gift.
Ko rin, Peter, ang kwento ni Smith Wigglesworth. I don't know if you're familiar, no?
Yes.
Na went around and the Lord used him to do many, many miracles, pero siya mismo was suffering inside.
Right. He raised people from the
Correct.
dead. I don't think there's anybody in history that has raised more people from the dead than him. He just believed.
So, ang kwan dito is, hindi kailangan tayo ang perfect, we're perfectly healthy. Pwede pa rin tayong gamitin ng Panginoon tulad ng paggamit ni Lord kay Joshua.
Yes, Mari. That's so well said, totoo yan. That's the whole point.
Sa aming pagbabalik, isa pang kwento